guys, it's an easy one hit in between innings to go over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So they went 13-4 in the and they were first in the NFC South, their division this season. Easily won. The Saints were 9-8, the Falcons were 7-10, and the Panthers were 5-12. So sorry, I started off to a rush start there, but I'm gonna go over their season so far right now, my prediction for the postseason for them, and then my predicted record for them next year and how they'll do next year. So they went 13-4. I'm not going to go over the games they played because that will just take too much time. I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, so Tom Brady, I have to switch it to regular season. Okay, so Tom Brady led the league in yards. I think he had 5,316 yards. He also led the league in touchdowns, I'm pretty sure, with 43 touchdowns. He had 12 interceptions, 22 sacks, 317.5 yards per game, which is really good, 7.4 yards on average on the pass, and a 67.5 completion rate. For rushing, Leonard Fournette was the leading rusher, but he only played in 14 games. He had 812 yards, 8 touchdowns, no fumbles, 5 big plays, 47 was his longest, averaged 4.5 yards per run. Ronald Jones II played 16 games, 428 yards, 1 big play, 4 touchdowns, 2 fumbles, 4.2 on average. So Leonard Fournette just got reactivated, and he is gonna play against the Rams. Wow. I had on silent the Bengals-Titans game right there on the TV, and I didn't even see what just happened. Oh wow, Evan McPherson just made a game-winning field goal with no time left for the Bengals to win 19-16, and the Bengals are going to the AFC Championship game. That's awesome, because I told everyone the Bengals would win, and they're like, no, but I'm really rooting for them. Okay, back to this. Anyway, I will go over Fournette in a second. Receiving-wise, they've had some receiving troubles with injuries. Chris Godwin is out for the season, I think, now. He played in 14 games. He had 1,103 yards, 5 touchdowns, 15 big plays, 2 touchdowns, 11.3 yards on average, 98 receptions. Mike Evans, who played in 16 games, had 74 receptions, 1,035 yards, 14 touchdowns, 20 big plays, 46 was his longest, and he averaged 14 yards per grab. Rob Gronkowski, the starting tight end, missed a couple games. He only played in 12, but he had 802 yards, 6 touchdowns, 16 big plays, 42 longest, averaged 14.6, and he had 55 receptions. So yeah, so they did pretty good, right? So then, now what they have done, my prediction for the rest of their season is, sorry, I'm getting distracted by the game right now. The Bengals, not the Bengals, not having in my head, the Buccaneers. They played the Eagles. They were the 2nd seed in the NFC. They played the Eagles in the wildcard game, and they won by like more than 2 touchdowns, I think. And then they are now playing the Rams in the divisional round. I think, not being biased, I do think they will lose to the Rams, and that is the end of their season. But they're still a really good team, and we need to fear them in the future. But Rams have beat them this season and last season, the season they won, so I still think that we're going to beat them. But yeah, that's my prediction, is they lose in this divisional round. But if they did win, I think if they played the Packers, they'd lose, but if they played the 49ers, they win. And then in the championship game, if they play the Bengals, they'd win. If they played the Chiefs, they'd lose. If they played the Bills, they'd lose. So that's my multiple choice option thing, whatever. Here are their games for next season. Their home games include against Green Bay, Kansas City, the Rams, the Bengals, the Seahawks, the Ravens, the Panthers, the Saints, and the Falcons. And their away games are against Arizona, Cleveland, Carolina, San Francisco, New Orleans, Dallas, Pittsburgh, and Atlanta. So I'm just going to go over these. Obviously, they haven't ordered the games yet, but these are how I think they'll do it. So I think they lose to the Packers 0-1. And see, like, this isn't in order, but I'm just adding it up. We don't know what order the games will be in. Lose to the Packers 0-1. Lose to the Chiefs 0-2. Lose to the Rams 0-3. beat the Bengals 1-3, beat the Seahawks 2-3, beat the Ravens 3-3, beat the Panthers 4-3, beat the Saints 5-3, beat the Falcons 6-3, beat the Cardinals 7-3, beat the 49ers 8-3, beat the Steelers 9-3, beat the beat the Browns 10-3, lose to the Saints in the second matchup 10-4, beat the Falcons 11-4, beat the Panthers 12-4, lose to the Cowboys 12-5. So I think their final record is 12-5 next year. Some of those, I think, actually, I'll take that back. I think the 49ers, I think I said they would beat them, but I think they lose to the 49ers in that game. So I think they actually go 11-6. Yes, so I think they go 11-6. They win their division. They win whoever they play in the wild card. They win in the divisional. They go to the NFC Championship game, and if they play the Packers, they lose. If they play the Rams, they actually make it come. They beat the Rams if they play them in the championship game. They lose to the Cardinals. They beat the 49ers. Beat the Cowboys. But I think they lose. I think they play the Packers in the next year's NFC Championship game. They play the Packers and the Packers win. But yeah, so I think they'll go 11-6 next year and at least make the NFC Championship game. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll try to think more of what to put into these NFL team reviews. I was just trying to do the teams that I hadn't done that were in the playoffs so that I could incorporate how this next postseason, or this postseason will go that's happening right now. But right now I think I only have around 10 or less than 10 teams left, and I'll try to do all of them before this season is over. That's it. Thanks for watching. Peace.